Facebook world. How are you doing on this Friday afternoon? I'm Kevin, that's Fred.
It says I'm Kevin Kaufman, I think, but
you could be part of me.
Okay.
You guys are just one person anyways. Let's get real.
Awesome.
So, hey, so Facebook back today because, man, we got another announcement today.
More announcements?
Yes, and I think we're already given away at this point. We're just showing that Curtis wears blue. No. So, our good friend, Andrea Romero. How are you doing today, Andrea?
Hey, doing well, guys. Thanks.
Awesome. So Andrea has been a good friend of ours for years, and at one point we worked together in the same brokerage, and we are officially back together, back in business under the same roof again.
She's joining eXp. Is that what we're doing here? That is so awesome.
We're back together again, guys.
Love it.
I didn't tell Curtis. I kept it a secret from him because, you know, Curtis, he just, like, it's so fun to see how excited he is. It's like a kid on Christmas morning. So I thought we would save it for today. So, Andrea, first of all, just wanted to say, so happy to be back in business with you and to spend some time with you recently. And just wanted to say, hey, back in business. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, I know you've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of ideas. Yeah. And tell us where you're at right now.
Let's just call her what she is. She's the funniest gal in real estate, right?
Okay, thanks. I'm going to be a stretch.
Are you singing today, or are we just doing an interview?
Yeah, are we going to get any songs today?
No?
Any songs? I don't have any songs. I thought I was supposed to bring songs. I don't know. We talked when we were singing a little bit. We have a few coming, right?
I got to tell you.
I didn't even tell you guys about the good one. The market's so hot. Right? Uptown Funk.
Ooh,
we do that.
I like that.
I'm going to list this house. It's so pretty. Right?
Law of attraction. I heard OPP on the way into work today, and I was thinking about you. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Right. Because I said we were going to do You Down with eXp. Yeah, you know me. I think that was fun too.
So everybody out there that's watching, maybe you guys need to go link some YouTube videos of Andrea singing, and especially Shake It Off is my favorite. I think you crushed that one. That's awesome.
Thanks. That one was really fun. That one was just really fun. And I think that's the whole point of all of those, right? It's just, we're in stressful industries. You know, real estate is insane sometimes. And so anytime you can bring some levity, I think that's appreciated. So
is it safe to say you're bringing your singing talents to eXp Realty? And do you mind sharing with us what is that decision for you?
Well, our Phoenix team has officially moved. Yes. Yep.
Wow.
I was in yesterday, Phoenix business. And man, I'm not going to lie, that was a hard move because I love everybody at KW. I love all my other agent friends from other brokerages, and it kind of starts to feel like family when you're in a place like that for a long time. And it was a hard move, and it was the right one because I currently am living in Boise, Idaho. I don't know if people have kept up with that. But my family's here, and we're launching a team here as well. So it kind of just, when you've got multiple locations in multiple states, from a business perspective, numbers wise, it just made more sense for us to do it that way. So we're excited.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's awesome. So Curtis was teasing, sorry, now I'm still stuck on OPP or down with eXp.
Yeah, we'll do this all day.
I love that, but I also love that. Like,
you down with eXp? There you go.
My favorite though is Taylor Swift. So if we could find a way to make a Taylor Swift song into a song about real estate and eXp, like, that would be like the ultimate gift to Curtis Johnson.
I only want to hear it if it's a duet, though. I want to hear both of you.
No. I don't play well with others. I don't.
No, she needs the spotlight. I need to be backstage. That's
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great.
Curtis is more of like a green room back of stage guy.
Yeah.
No, a new Taylor Swift song? I don't know if I can keep doing Taylor Swift songs. All right, I'll think of something.
So what was besides eXp is easier to fit into songs than Keller Williams International or something like that? Besides that, better at rhymes. What really attracted you to joining in and partnering with us and being really aggressive and trying to share your talents and share the things with everybody else? What was really attractive to you about it?
I think, first of all, I feel like I do that anyway, right? That's kind of a natural tendency anyway. I'm going to share what I'm doing and what works for our team and what doesn't work. And that's a natural fit. And, I think also just Kevin and Fred moving over was really what piqued my interest as far as
shook the ground.
It was the move heard round the industry, I think. And I had to get my head around what maybe I could be missing by trying to keep myself in a box, just because this is where I've always been, and just because the people I love are all in one place doesn't mean that that's necessarily where I have to be and have to stay. So really digging into the opportunity as far as, you know, we were talking yesterday or even a couple days ago, Kevin, about like breaking those cycles of having, you know, creating generational wealth for our families. Those are traits that were, you know, I didn't learn how to manage money, and that wasn't something that was taught in our family to build wealth. And I felt like there's a real opportunity at this company to do that, not just for me, but to, you know, help my team members to build generational wealth for their families and to break some of those cycles. So that was really important for me, and I saw that opportunity here writing on the wall.
There's no doubt. And the other thing we talked about, Curtis, that you don't know, Andrea and I talked about is, obviously we both have a long history at our last company, and it's hard because people feel like family, but you start to realize your friends are really your friends no matter where they're at. And you know, for a long time, Curtis, you were at a different brokerage than Fred and I were. We still managed to remain friends for 10 years.
It was hard to manage, right?
Well, I called you crazy when you went to eXp and told you, hell no, I wouldn't go with you for a while. But I still liked you.
Yeah. So
Andrea, were you similar to that? Like, you know, they were somewhat cordial. We were still buddies, but yeah, they were definitely firm. They were somewhat cordial, but they were very firm in their disdain for eXp, and obviously it thawed over time. But I love those guys. But where were you at in that stage? Were you a hell no? Were you a kind of no?
God. I was a hell no, and I'm ready. Like the program that we're in right now, I can't even see if there's any comments or people even saying anything, but I'm like ready for as soon as I get off of this for like the hate mail, because
Kevin and Fred could put the comments up on the screen if they're doing this. Do they know how to do that?
Literally bleed Kool-Aid if you cut my leg off, and so I might have threats of people cutting my legs off. I don't even know at this point what kind of reactions we're gonna get, but the thing of it,
they all love you.
I don't know. It like you said, Kevin, your friends are your friends, and they're going to support you in your decisions when they're the right decisions for you, and that's what it comes down to. And at the end of the day,
listen, it's no different than we've all experienced somebody in our organization, in our world, that decides that there's another opportunity that's better for them, and they don't want to be with us. And the reality is they could be right, they could be wrong, but who am I to ever stop somebody from doing something that they think is best for them and their family? And I think at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. And you'll see, your friends are your friends. They're always there. And more people, I don't believe you'll be surprised by anybody.
I don't think so either.
Andrew, what I love about you, though, is you're just very authentic, right? And you're very real about stuff and sharing it, which a lot of people aren't willing to do. And, you know, I think anyway, and I don't mean to put words in your mouth, so correct anything I say that would be otherwise. You have more to do that. But I think you saw this model at eXp, and you looked at it upside down and backwards and said, wow, the model is pretty awesome. It's literally like the model's not a risk for me. In fact, it just adds to what I'm already doing. The risk became for Kevin and I think yourself is kind of what I'm hearing you say. The risk to join eXp at some level after you've looked at the model almost becomes an ego risk, right? It's this risk of like, I've always been somewhere and people maybe have associated me with that company. And when I say people, I don't mean because I don't think your clients give one rip where you're at. I mean maybe friends in the industry and things like that. So if you're willing to risk the ego for something that he thinks better than you, what you find is, like Curtis found, he risked his ego. Kevin and I made fun of him, and then we came and joined him. You know, I think you'll find that other people will follow. Some of them will follow down that path with you. But again, like the people that love and support you, they want what's best for you, and they're rooting for you no matter where you're at.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely. And you know, I think at the end of the day, that's really what it all comes down to too. You know, we had a little lunch mastermind. I popped over to Phoenix real quick yesterday and had, you know, just even some people who haven't even gotten their real estate license yet that showed up to this lunch. And it really was interesting from several different brokerages, different even entities within the real estate industry. We have, you know, lenders and admin, and all of us really had the same driver, and that why And that motivational factor is really about making an impact where you are, leaving a place better than it was when you found it, and finding a vehicle that's going to give you the best opportunities to do that. So your how can change, right? How we do that, or where we are, which brokerage we are, that can change, but the why never changes. And the why is to make an impact, help people through challenges and things that are difficult for them that we have the expertise for on a transactional level, right? Yeah. But also to know that we are invested in the growth of our teams and our people. Yep. And when that why has a big opportunity, it's just endless what can come from that.
That is so deep. I thought we were just gonna have fun. I didn't know she was gonna go all like, you know, Play-Doh and all like smart stuff like that.
Curtis, we were gonna cry or sing Taylor Swift or rap.
No crying in real estate.
No,
I mean,
but I
would year. That's all you get.
With that, I would say that the risk is not doing it, because I just met with someone a few minutes ago that they made a commitment to come over. Then their broker threw a bunch of money at them.
Oh yeah.
And they still ended up coming.
Wait, no one threw money at me. Did I do this wrong?
No, I'm just telling everybody that's watching, go to your broker and tell them, even if you're not coming to eXp, go, tell them, and they'll either cut you a better deal, throw money at you, or if they don't like you, and then you should, you know, call Andrea and join us. No, you should. Like if they don't throw a lot of money at you can call if they don't waive your cap for the next year, they don't like you. So they're trying to tell you to call Andrea. That's really what they're saying. And you become more valuable. You become more valuable if you come to eXp. Then they try and recruit you back. You're better off. So there's no risk at all. See?
Okay.
Friday afternoon before a long weekend. All loose right now. But there is something. I mean, I know you're joking and I know you're part serious all at the same time, Curtis, because there's some truth behind like that joke, right? In that, you know, there's a lot of people that when you do express your interest in wanting to do this opportunity, suddenly care a lot more about you and things that didn't prior to them knowing you might be looking elsewhere suddenly made available to you. We'll just say it that way.
It happens.
So anyhow.
Yeah. I think, you know, Curtis, like what you said is like the bigger risk is not doing it. And I think for me, what's been helpful, I won't get super deep and serious, but I had a couple
you can. You're allowed.
I've had a couple of, I had one really big near-death experience in my life that maybe someday I'll share a lot more info on. But I was only 14 when it happened. And so my life has been, you can't really make a wrong decision, right? You can learn from whatever path you end up going down, and, you know, you try not to burn bridges on the way. And I think really for me, it comes down to the question that it's a focusing question that I have to ask when I'm facing some of those big decisions is, which would I regret more? Which would I regret more, not doing it or doing it? And then that's because I don't want to live with the pain of regret. You know, I know what it's like to, I mean, I didn't obviously lose my life, but I know what it's like for it to feel like it's going to be gone in a second.
Spoiler alert, come on now.
Dude, I'm not, right? Spoiler alert, I'm still alive today.
Wow.
Don't even
really what I think it comes down to.
Figure that out.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. And the truth is like sometimes we have to make decisions that are hard. And but the best part is if we make the wrong decision, we can always make a new decision.
Right.
You might, like, your biggest risk is your ego. Like that's your biggest risk when you make a decision that goes against the grain or goes against anything you ever thought before. And that's okay. And it's really okay.
And I will say, as having been at eXp, Andrea, now for 75 days, it's, you know, you get to this point where you see it and you're like, wow, this is awesome. I can't unsee it. And you want to go. And then like the day you're in the process of making this announcement or moving your license, like yesterday, there's a little bit of scariness to it. And then the first 30 days is a little uncomfortable. It's like going to a new church or moving to a new city or whatever else. You got to get adjusted and you're dealing with your forwarding address and your blah, blah, blah. Right. But, you know, as guys that have now been at eXp for 75 days, if you don't mind me sharing with you, I will say that
makes you a veteran. That makes you someone that's been around for a long time.
I will say that, like, I haven't been having more fun in real estate than ever before here at eXp. Like Curtis, like when I met with Curtis in May, and that's when he told me about eXp was May. I was like, that, like you said, Curtis has a lot of energy. He looks like he's having fun. So you're gonna go through some emotions on this journey, but let me tell you, it actually just gets better. That's what I found. Like the experience, anyway, it's just gotten better.
Already excited, looking forward to growing and some of these ideas that we're kicking around. I think it's going to be really fun. I think we're going to do some cool stuff.
We absolutely are.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Curtis, you got anything? You want any last words of wisdom there that you have?
Well, I would just say, in all honesty, right? If you're friends of ours or friends of Andrea's or mutual friends of ours, you're allowed to be friends and stay where you're at. eXp people out there, you should be friends with people of all brands and everything else. This industry, kind of what you talked about at the beginning, is so incredible. Yeah. That we kind of should poke fun at each other. We should all have a good time with it, but we should all be lifting it because it is a brutal business. It is a lonely business, and when the guys were talking about this is the most fun we've ever had. I mean, Fred's right. I mean, this is the most fun I've ever had in 20 years, and it's not because real estate's real estate. You're going to sell houses whether you're in Arizona, whether you're in Boise, whether you're Washington or Florida, we're all going to sell houses no matter where we're at. Like, let's get real. The real estate is not overly difficult, the actual technical side of it, but it is mentally difficult. And who do you surround yourself with? What rooms are you in? And I would, and maybe Andrew, you can jump in on this. The hardest thing for me when I left KW years ago, or even when I left, doing some other different stuff, it was the people, it was the rooms that I was in. And this does become the bigger room. And that's what I think is so exciting about this is now we get to be in the same room with you and that you're making all of us better. And that's what I get so stoked about.
Thanks. No, feelings mutual on that. It's definitely who you surround yourself with that matters. And I think making those intentional relationships and all across all brands, like you said, just getting together with people. Whoa, I'm going to kick my tripod. Getting together with people.
So excited. Kick it off.
Don't pick the camera, man.
Podcast is over. Out. I think it's just getting around people that can think really, really big, and that's what's fun. Yeah. Like we made a couple of contacts yesterday, Kevin, that I'm pretty excited about. So we'll see if how we shake things up on that. That's pretty cool.
Well, Kevin said you were going to do some big things, and so I'm just saying, like the bar is high. Like we need to end this. She's got some work to do, right? We've got some. We got some houses to sell, some sharing to do, some work to do, and it's gonna be awesome doing it together.
Activate in this other state, maybe need to do that. So, yeah.
Awesome.
We'll do that.
Well, Andrea, any last thing you want to share? Today?
Nah, just I'm an open book. So if anybody has questions and they want to message me, they can message me, and I'm. Whatever. I'm 100% open. You know that.
Yeah.
Maybe you are an open book. Listen to that, which I love. I mean,
good and indifferent. Yep.
Yep. I love that about you. So Facebook Messenger is a great place to find you. If you want anybody to email you, or Facebook's awesome. They found you here.
Read your emails. I get like 10,000 a day. So I have like
I feel your pain. That's where I'm at too.
I go through the important ones like at the end of the day. So yeah, Messenger, best.
There you go.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for tuning in today and joining us. For more information regarding eXp Realty, we'd like to invite you to one of our Discover the Truth of eXp Realty webinars. You can find that information at kevinandfred.com/truth. Again, that's kevinandfred.com/truth. Thanks so much. Create yourself a great day.